we go ooh, stupid, nigga easy, then we go dumb. Everybody know we're retarded, but where we from, nigga? This California ain't no business where I landed at. Everybody wanna see the way how we do it, nigga. You already know we spazzing that. Nigga get the trigger, nigga get the eaky sticky on, we put it in the back. Nigga got the front, go and get a double cup, nigga. From the yak, nigga, I'm feeling good. Got a bitch in the back, finna go with the spit, they get right thing in the back. Ain't nobody finna come in, nigga. You do not disturb us. We gon' go and do something stupid, baby. You know I'm a surgeon. I'ma get up in the motherfucker, hell yeah, I'm a surgeon. What up, baby? Tell me what it is, gon' drop it down, do it, baby. That nigga right there, he gon' do it, yeah, he made it. You know how we do, obey in the function, we go dumb in this motherfucker, where we from, I got the power, smoking the louder, I came in a function, turn it louder, turn it louder.
Welcome, fight fans, to the Fighters Boys Kick-Ass Podcast.
Your Fight Talk Authority.
Not to mention the most entertaining and talked about podcast with your kick-ass host, Richard ORTIZ.
You mad? Come at me, bro.
And his loyal kick-ass co-host, Senor Cole Escovedo.
Streaming live and worldwide.
Coming to you all the way live from a little place somewhere in Cali. The Fighters Boys Kick-Ass Podcast.
Fresno, California, we're live. This is Rich Ortiz, your host of the Fighter's Voice Kick-Ass Podcast. In studio, welcome back. We got the co-host with the most, the one, the only, the Apache Kid, the UFC veteran himself, Mr. Cole Escovedo. We got a great show for you today. And of course, what's not a show without us talking about Conor McGregor retiring again, or getting fined again, or in the news again? Man, he's always, hey, he's a household name, Cole. What are you thinking about that?
You know, what's funny is he became a household name for fighting first, which is the best.
He was a plumber at one time.
But here's the thing. Conor's not really, he's, as of lately, he's really fucking up his image. Depending on what turns out to be and not be true. So I want to rephrase that as there's a lot of potential for his image to really be screwed. But the thing is, though, he was kind of like a heel from the get-go.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he tried to paint himself as an angel and all of a sudden he's not.
But lately he's been embracing this talent. His talent. I'm sorry. No, throwing away his talent, so to speak. He's been embracing being in the news, whether it's controversial, whether it's crossing the line or what have you. And we also got some news with our local fighters that are competing in USA Boxing. There's a big tournament there, and we had Montemayor Jr., and I know he was competing today. I'm trying to get word back if he was successful or not, but win, lose, or draw, to compete at that high level, and when he was there, he was rocking the Fighter's Voice gear.
He was the one whose father is his coach, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Damn, did those trials roll around already?
Yeah. No, that's Torres. Now, Torres is fighting. Yeah, Torres is, that's on a whole different, I don't want to use the word level, a whole different level. This is a tournament, and where Torres is at, he's competing for, of course, USA Gold to have an official spot there on USA Olympics.
Cool.
Yeah, so I want to touch on that as it comes in. And yesterday, I kept saying the last name Montemayor, and I used the reference Victor Montemayor, and I mean Victor Morales, so I apologize. Victor Morales Jr., I apologize for chopping up your last name, and Victor Morales Sr., that's father and son tandem, and I'm kind of feeling that his dad he spends a lot of time at Wild Card Gym with Freddie Roach, and they're taking a liking to him. But I don't want to go on and on without introducing our guest. And when I use the term today, I use the term legendary. And a lot of people, I got some inboxes, and they go, what do you mean legendary? I said, man, the man doesn't sit still. Because we have legends that'll say, I'll only work with so-and-so and so-and-so. The man to my left right here, he works with anybody that needs help, whether it's in the corner, stopping cuts, wrapping hands, inserting a mouthpiece. So he plays numerous roles, and I call him the cut man, and that's Markey. I want to make sure I say your last name. Nieves?
Yeah, Nieves.
Nieves.
Yeah.
Okay, I got close. And see, his father also does the same art, and I say art, but they're two different identities. They're two different people, and when I say that, I mean one goes left, one goes right, but they still work the corners. Is that safe to say, Markey?
Yeah. Just last.
First of all, welcome to the show, Markey.
Oh, thank you.
You just got off the train and everything, huh?
I just got off.
Maybe my mic a little bit. Cool.
I think last week at the Avalon in Hollywood, we worked the opposite corners of each other.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he was on one side and I was on the other side. And,
okay.
But at the end of the day, it's just business, though.
You guys done that before, though,
yeah,
right?
A lot of times, and a lot of times I'm on the other side of not just one time I was at a show, I was on the other side of Robert Garcia. Like
Yeah.
all these guys, we're in the same business, so
Yeah, that'd
nobody
be
takes it
like-
personal. And I told the fighter, like, sometimes I would hear little comments from these guys. Oh, you're with the enemy. I tell them, look,
Oh,
bro.
my gosh.
I tell them, look, bro. I'm getting paid good money to be on the other side of you. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You
I'm
know,
not giving them secrets or anything. It's
yeah.
just a job.
Yeah, it's just a
I'm
job.
just closing that cut, man.
Yeah, this is what I do. I'm not even paying attention to you, to tell you the truth. Like you know.
Be like working a pit crew, like for NASCAR, like your job is just a tire guy. That's all
Yes,
you do. So
exactly.
it's like, it don't matter which Lowe's, Home Depot, Geico. It doesn't matter what team you're on.
Yeah.
I guess you could. I bet those guys swap around a lot.
I mean, you can really get that a lot. Or you can kind of feel it.
You
You'll
know,
feel it.
I stop it before they get before
Okay.
they, you know, I just tell them straight out. You know, you could either have me on your team, but a lot of times the management, or you know, if they're with Santa Cruz people or they're with Garcia's people, they have their own people.
And see, when you say you throw those names out there, let the viewers and listeners know. When you say Garcia's, we're talking about Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. Everybody in that stable, everybody in that gym.
Yeah. Well, they have their own little crew, though. You know, they.
Yeah,
have,
no, I understand
you
that,
know.
but you have worked those fights, those
Oh, yeah,
venues
oh, yeah.
with the big names on there.
Yeah, I have worked. I've been on the opposite side of Robert Garcia, Freddie Roach, Abel Sanchez, big people. But like I said, I just help, like, whoever needs help. Some of these guys come with no cut, man.
Yeah.
And-
Well, what about Stitch? Have you ever worked with him or done some work with him?
I think one time I worked on the opposite side of him.
Yeah.
So probably a boxing fight.
Yeah, I think he was working Andre Berto, but he had somebody on the undercard. It was
Oh, okay.
a while back, but I think it was on the other side.
Yeah.
So I just try to pick up all I can from these older veterans, you know, because I mean, if I'm calling myself a cut man, I should be able to stop a cut.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
When has your work really been cut out for you? Where you're saying to yourself, man, if I don't do my job here, it's a competitive fight. They may call a halt to it unless this is why I'm here.
Well, you know what? I've questioned myself, like a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the corner. Oh, matter of fact, this Sunday, last Sunday just passed,
Yeah.
this guy had a cut right here on the bridge of his nose from here to here. I didn't see it. The coach told me, hey, he's cut right here. He's cut. And and I seen it. I was like, oh, but I carry swabs and stuff in here just in case. I didn't put no medicine. I didn't have nothing. I didn't have nothing with me because I didn't think it was the first round. And so I just stopped it. All it is pressure, put pressure on it and absorb the blood. And then the next round, I knew what to do. So whenever I'm working these cuts, I don't care if it's an A side guy, B side guy. I need to take care of that guy. That's what I'm hired for.
Well, yeah, you're helping ensure not only the longevity in them in that particular fight, but you're helping them with their longevity of their fight career all over. Because ignoring a scar or ignoring an open wound and just being like, nah, we'll worry about it after the fight, gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And next thing you know, you've got a level of scar tissue that builds up, and now you're always getting cut there. Versus a guy who's like, no, we're just going to go ahead and simmer that down right there now, and be able to take care of it ahead of time versus letting it get bigger and bigger and a problem.
Yeah, you know, having a cut man is just like insurance. You might need it, you might not. This Sunday,
Very well said.
perfect example. These guys were in the dressing room, and I was working Joseph Cuellar, you know, the kid
Yeah.
I was working his corner. And these guys, I see them in the dressing room, the coach, they go, hey, you know, real nice people, you know, and they go, well, is this medicine approved? And I go, look, I'm a cut man. If you guys want me on your team, you know, this is how much it's going to be and this and that. But I mean, they weren't real stubborn. Usually the guys from Mexico are like that. They want to save a penny and they don't want to hire no cut guy. But these guys were cool, but they weren't sure, you know. And there was only two of them, and they go, okay, well, of course you're using my medicine, you know. So they said they hired me right there. Good thing.
When you say medicine, that's your own
Well,
medicine,
I
or
use
you always come stocked up, right?
Yeah, adrenaline 1000.
And a coagulant.
Yeah, that's all we could use, you know, just that. I just use adrenaline, you know, it's the most common thing. But it's if I really have to, though. Like if I get a cut and I don't use cut medicine on every cut I get, you know. And so, anyway, back to what I said was that guy, they hired me on. Good thing they did, though, because he got cut in the first round.
The bridge nose guys? Yeah,
the
that's-
first
And they
round.
wanted to just like, nah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they weren't sure. I mean, they weren't sure if they needed me or not. But I mean, I've been around this game so long that you need to, if you're serious about your
Let
career.
me stop you right now. Have you ever been told no, and their corner gets a cut in there, and they're freaking,
Yes.
hey, Markey,
Yes,
get over here.
okay.
Go get him. Go get that dude.
Yeah, you know what?
He's driving away. Go get him.
know,
Stop
Run.
him. I need him back, right?
My guy's bleeding. Hurry
Yes.
up.
Real funny stories. I did a show at the StubHub. Well, it was the StubHub Center at the
Yeah.
time, and this guy comes and they were like, "Nah, we don't need no cut man. We're good. He's not gonna get cut." You know,
Okay.
Say
One of
tell
those.
somebody.
One of those
Oh my
guys.
God! It was a blood. He got cut, and I told him in the back. I said, "That's what you got." It wasn't up to the fighter. It was his people that didn't want to do it. The fighter wanted me on board, but it was his people that were kind of like,
Well, that's probably less money for them. Is probably how they saw it. And they're like, we got it. Fuck that. Yeah, no, it's
because they're expecting, okay, this guy's gonna get knocked out. It was an opponent guy, so they were figuring, he's gonna get knocked out in the first round, two
Yeah.
round, But no, he went all the way and he got a mean cut, and I said, that's what you guys get, and
not looking out for their guy.
yeah.
No, man. I mean, you got to come equipped, man. I mean, you got to have everything needed in the corner. And I was about to ask you, Cole, how important is it to be fully stocked in your corner?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's actually you beat me to the question on that one. I was gonna say because sometimes you've got guys they don't use cutmen. Like I don't think we used a cutman for a while up until we got into a certain level, and even then it was just because my coach kind of did all that. Like we didn't need anyone to wrap hands.
Yeah.
He did that. He had all the wristband stuff. He had the swabs and all that stuff. So it wasn't even we never really had it. But at the same time, he went and he did seminars. He would go and hang out with other cutmen. He would go and ask questions. He would give guys like Jacob Duran, anytime he saw him at a fight somewhere on another higher guy up card, he'd go up and pick his brain and be like, hey, what do you do when this happens? What do you do when this happens? He would go out there and learn. He'd watch videos. He tried to be like a cut man as so that he didn't have to have it. He wanted to be able to do both. He wanted to be able to stick his thumb in your fucking eyebrow with some coagulant and talk to you about the round
I don't
at the
have a
same
problem with
time.
doing that, but staying, I don't want to use the term white guy. I may have to use it, stay in your lane.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Use your strengths. Now,
Lack of experience comes into
Now,
play.
I can help out, but I'm not the guy
Exactly.
if there's
So,
a bloodbath.
Once we got to the higher levels, then it would start to okay, UFC be like, we've got A, B, and C. And my coach would just look, and the first guy he recognized from other fights, he'd be like, Mikey, are you signed all up for the night? And he'd be like, no. He'd be like, can we use him? He'd be like, yeah, cool, we got one. Because at that point he realized if we can get a cut man and it's kind of already bargained into your purse, your costs, your fees and all that stuff, why wouldn't you? At that point, your coach can just worry about the fight.
Well,
And the cut man's job is to worry about if you get cut.
The way I see it is just like he said, is everybody stays in their lane. Okay, I'm there. When I'm in the corner of a fight, I don't say nothing. It's not my job to say anything.
Exactly.
I don't tell them to, and with Marcos, I got an emotional attachment. He's a good
Marcos,
friend of mine.
that's Madman Marcos Hernandez from Fresno, California.
okay,
Yeah, so he's a good friend of mine.
Who
There's a
signed
whole
with Al
family.
Heyman, handled or advised by Pete Lopes.
Yeah, so I got a good relationship.
Trained by
with
Henry Ramirez.
Yeah, trained by
big,
Henry.
Big play with Trini. Trini, what did Chris call him? Big face? He said that, not me, Henry.
Round face.
Yeah, round face. I'm sorry. Oh,
face.
shoot, I said
Henry.
something worse.
Round face.
Henry, my man, the Dodger fan.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of like, as much as I want to say something, sometimes
Yeah.
I just don't, because that's not my job. It's
Yeah.
Henry's job to
Yeah.
tell him what to do.
Okay.
And Joey's as a second,
Yeah.
to whatever support. I'm just there to. take care
Hernandez,
of
his
it.
dad, his father.
Yeah. So I'm just there just to take care of him.
Yeah.
In between the fights, like if it's 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 8 rounds, in the middle of it, I need that round. I need those 30 seconds to get inside. I don't care if he's cut or if he's not cut. I need to get inside. I tell the coaches just straight bluntly. Some coaches don't like it because I'm just being forward with them.
Yeah.
And if they're like, no, we got to let me do my job. That's what you have me here for.
Yeah.
And so I pretty much take
So
control.
you're able to take care of them while they're giving instruction, right? I mean, everybody, there's a lot of emotion going on, multitasking, so
I
to
can work
speak.
through the rope. I can work
Yeah.
through the ropes.
Okay, okay.
And usually I do. But if I see something with a little blood,
You need to get your hands on with, yeah.
I need to get in there.
Man, it's like
because-
some point it's like, hey, I don't have to get in there, but I'm getting paid either way. You can
Yeah.
either use me
Well, yeah,
or not.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like,
You know,
you're paying me, boss.
yeah, exactly. I could look at it like that. I'm getting paid either way.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's it's my job.
Yeah, your job is to kind of be assertive. Your job is paid to, if you see him cut, I got to get in and look at it. Nope. Okay, good. Go ahead. I'm out of your way.
Exactly.
Like, that's easy.
Let's talk about your job. Where has your job taken you? Name the parts of the world that you traveled because of your job.
Well, lately I've been all over the United States. I just got back from Minnesota with Mark.
Yeah.
And then before that, I was in Nebraska. Went to Nebraska.
Where'd you go in Nebraska?
Omaha.
Okay.
For Terrence Crawford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
so,
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I've been to, let's see, Omaha, New Orleans, Vegas,
Did you go to New York?
New York.
Wow.
New York.
That's what I'm talking about right there. New York, the Big Apple.
New York's nice, though. It's a different
I've never
vibe.
been there. I want to go there, man.
The East Coast is it's a different vibe. I'm a California guy.
Yeah.
So I'm home.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of California, I'm going to ask you this. Did you know this guy? I don't know. I'm not sure if it's every day, but I will say at least every Friday. My man here. Men, take note. Take note.
Wait. Let me
No. My man here. Men, take note. Check this out, Cole. He doesn't have to wait for Valentine's Day. He doesn't have to wait for birthdays. He doesn't have to wait for a special occasion. He makes every day with his queen a special occasion by bringing her fresh, not just, okay, I found these fresh roses, flowers.
Every day?
Every Friday.
Every Friday. My man.
I like it.
Yeah, every
My
Friday.
man.
Like I said, I told her, at first it started off with a Romeo thing. Maybe some roses. But then it became a habit, and the kids see that. These fighters see that. It's all bringing the man out in you. There's nothing wrong with
There's
nothing
absolutely nothing
No.
wrong. What's the worst that happens is somebody smaller, younger watches, picks up a good habit. That's the worst that happens. Like, what? They'll be like, if you, like, I saw this video today, they were teaching how to change your brakes in the middle of the street to like a bunch of kids, and it's like, what's the worst that happen is they learn how to change brakes?
Exactly.
What's the problem there? That's awesome, dude. That's super good.
The way I look at it is, if I can't afford, like $15-20 a week, I'm doing something wrong in my life.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a thing for me too.
Red Bulls, coffees, all that shit. You
Red
can afford
Bull,
all that.
coffees, Like,
but what I like about it is he doesn't even wait to get in trouble. I mean, the man just delivers. You know what I mean? I like that.
It's kind of a catch-22, because here's the thing is, like, every day it's just sets that bar, that bar. And then maybe he fucks up one day. Dude, you're going to have to set that fucking bar real fucking high.
That's what she tells me.
She's going to be like, roses.
She tells me when you mess up,
you're bringing golden roses.
No, dude, you better come home with like a fucking Benz. Something, dude. Just seriously,
come home with a little box.
What I mean? Something, dude.
Yeah, so it's cool. I mean, I got my personal life and then boxing life. I just try to balance them both out.
That's all you can do, man. So, you can't.
I think with boxing, being around that atmosphere, makes me a better person. Makes me grow in life. Mm-hmm. I don't look at just boxing. I look at it as I'm a cut man. I'm helping people. I'm helping these guys reach their dreams. I'm fine. I'm fine where I'm at. So it's kind of like, these kids are young. A lot of these kids are young kids, and to see them reach their dreams, it's pretty cool to be a part of that,
Speaking of talking about someone reaching their dreams, and we didn't even plan on going there, but you're wearing the hat, I got my own back.
Oh, yeah.
And Homeboy is reaching his dreams. His team designed the shorts for Creed 2, Ivan Drago.
Yeah, I remember you guys talking about that day.
Yes, this guy right here. And there's not really too much stuff that I'd wear or that I rock or that I really genuinely like, but he was one of the first ones that I started to rock. And I was the first one in Fresno to wear it. I wore it before any other fighter here in Fresno. I did, but they want to say this and that. Nevertheless, I mean, the brand's about to just blow up and explode.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The funny thing is, I'll tell you a story about this. Shout out to IGMOB.
Yeah, I got my own back. Hey, we'll take some gear here on the Fighter's Voice because they do got some kick-ass gear.
Yeah.
They really do, bro.
Well, when I first got into this game,
matter of fact, I don't even want to interrupt. We need to get him on the show. We'll have him call in. I'll reach out to him because when I text him, I don't get a text back until like 2 weeks from now. But I understand the man's busy.
Yeah. Well, when I first met him,
texts get lost in the fray.
They do.
He was sponsoring a couple fighters.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was just tagging along with my dad at the gym.
Yeah.
And helping out the gym, vacuuming the mats, cleaning my life was a mess at that time. And I seen a couple of these guys with this on there, and I was like, IGM will be. What's that? You know. And then I found out after a week later they're coming up. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, you know, one day they're gonna mess with me. Watch. You know, and Junior's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah. Well, I mean, I was talking to you guys. We were in Vegas together.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, he's one of my. I hooked him with Mark. He makes my shirts.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what's up right here.
That's what's up.
Rocking the gear right here.
Is
We gotta
that-
get.
is
We gotta
that
get.
yours?
We
Yeah.
gotta get a medium for a Cole next
I was
time.
looking at
and
that.
a large
That's cool.
from a man KP.
I like the gold on black.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
And that's
we'll
his
get
whole
with that.
slogan. That's what's up.
That's how everybody knows me. I mean, people that don't know my name, they'll say, "Hey, that's what's up, guy."
So when I posted it, that's when I put "That's what's up" in the middle of his name.
So we're gonna have TWP hats or TWU hats.
I'll probably get some kind of hats going.
Maybe
I'm
something
not
with
me
more
myself.
logos.
I'm not a hat guy.
But you got to do that with some kind of symbol of a cut man.
You're a hoodie
Yeah.
guy.
or some kind of guy working the corner.
You're a hoodie guy.
Yeah. So it's something that I have a website coming up soon. We're working on it and gonna get all kinds of stuff up because you know, at first I was like, you know, well the story behind That's What's Up is before I got into boxing. Well, I was in a coma for 4 months. I had a really bad seizure. And from a motorcycle accident, I got run over by a car, and I was in a coma. And so, my best friend was there when I woke up, and we used to make fun of this girl because she used to say "That's what's up" all the time, and I opened my eyes and he was right there and he goes, "That's what's up." I knew exactly what he was talking. I knew
That's
exactly what he was
what's up.
talking
I like
about.
that. I like
So
that.
it just stuck with
I
me.
like
ever
that.
since, so,
I
you
like
know.
that. Man, I just got a text right now from Bobby Salazar. Bobby Salazar says, "I like that shirt."
It's a nice shirt.
I know Bobby. If he
Oh no,
sees
Bobby
me-
Salazar's
yeah.
people right now
Oh,
just
okay,
reached
okay.
out because they're one of our sponsors as far as the
Okay.
salsa and
Cool.
you know we're trying to lock them in for a little more than some salsa. But I,
I
appreciate
think
that.
I think I'm gonna go there probably like Friday. And I
Well, you can't go wrong there. Well, make sure you throw an invite, man, if you do go by there.
Yeah. That used to be my hangout spot when I lived over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I used to be there all the time.
You know you can't show up over there without having a bucket right in front of you.
Yeah, that's
And I'm not talking about chicken either.
I don't know, man, but the more I read that, the more I really like that for boxing.
Yeah.
Like, I like that. That sounds like a boxing
Got
clothing
to get
brand.
my man a medium, my man.
It's
He'll
right
rock
up there
it too.
with, remember when Chuck got hooked up with Taking Care of Business?
Yeah, I like that.
That clothing line stuck around for a while, and that was kind of just MMA themed.
Yeah.
Guys had that. That is very easily a boxing
It
brand.
can be marketed
Yeah.
big time.
It's catchy.
And see, we're marketing
is.
it
It's
right.
catchy.
We're
That's the thing.
marketing
It's
it
catchy.
right now, only on the Fighter's Voice Kick-Ass podcast, where we're simply knocking out the competition. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
See it, just dude. It's just all over
It's catchy, you know. It's catchy, and I'm not the only one that says it.
Yeah, it's
you
a
know,
common-
so
it's common. It's
a
just common
real
sense.
phrase.
Well, okay, you may not be the only one that says that. Okay, and I never used reference my first time ever. I'm not the only one that gives thumbs up, but for me, it means the world
Yeah,
for me.
yeah,
It means
exactly.
something very special, corazón. It's my life. That's
It's
what it means
it's
to me.
something that's
So for
meaningful to
you to hear those words and to come out of that, you know, and just be there right there and say, "That's what's up."
You know,
Boom.
I was,
It set a mark and a tone for your life.
Yeah, I was coming from New Orleans. I was at LAX, and I had a shirt on like that. And this lady comes up to me. She goes, "Hey, can I take a picture with you?" I'm feeling good. Like, oh, okay, cool. She knows who I am. She knows, so, you know.
Yeah,
but she
it's
liked the
different,
shirt.
huh?
She liked the shirt.
She cropped her head off.
She like chopped the head off.
She's like, look, Mina, look. See, I saw this really cool shirt. Where can we get that?
Exactly.
But no, I like it. It's a good brand.
Yeah.
It's gonna roll easy.
Yeah.
It's because it has meaning. Like it's got an emotional attachment to
It
him.
does.
It becomes some part of him, kind of thing.
You know, so like with those shirts, I don't sell them or nothing. You know, well now that you're my friend, like you're gonna get one extra.
Man,
you know?
yes, please.
So I give them to my friends. Okay,
Yeah, I know. You're very picky on who you give them to.
So that way, when I see somebody in the boxing community, they have that shirt on, I know who it is.
Yeah.
You know, and
exactly.
Well, you know, the cool thing is one day you're gonna, because you only it'd be like giving a keychain out to certain people from a fancy party, and it's like, dude, Rich, I know you were at that party, right? And like 3 years later, I see somebody else with that keychain that I know wasn't at that party.
Yeah.
You'd be like, interesting, you know, but then you'd be like, hey, where'd you get that shirt? And somebody's like, oh, well, so-and-so gave it to me. Oh, okay. And then your boys are starting to spread it. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you a quick story, and I don't know. I told Junior. I didn't know if I told him the exact story. Well, I had my car broken into about 2 years ago, and he gave me some. I got my own back shirts, and I said, Give me size medium because the fighters, they're kind of, they're not big guys. They're all shredded. So when they were real select, when they broke into my car, they were real selective on what they took. They moved my clothes around. They grabbed what they wanted. But the ambassadors grabbed the 2 brand new, I got my own back shirts. So they saw something they liked and they grabbed it. Little do they know, if I see some mediums in Madera, they're floating around, man.
If you see somebody rocking
those
a
are the
shirt,
thieves,
man.
They took them.
Yeah. Junior's something else. He's a good friend of mine. Like,
I told him he's gonna be walking the red carpet one day and still rocking that stocking beanie cap.
Yeah,
in a suit, in a suit. You know what I mean?
You know what? He's got me a lot of work, and I've gotten him a lot of work. So I feel that he thinks the same way as I do. You're supposed to, in a friendship, you're supposed to build each other up. Not hate on each other. There's tons of haters out there, Sure. So you just, hey, you're buddies. Let's rock together and let's
tons
make
of work
happen.
to go around in that industry.
Because in this industry, but I mean, in life in general.
Shout out Manny Metz. What's up? Manny Metz from Las Vegas. Shout out. My bad. I just had to give props to what's up, man. He's sticking in there. Oh, okay. Manny Metz wants a shirt too. What do you say? Okay. Wow. Bro, you better start putting them on the market at least to make some return cost on them, man.
Time to go to my website.
Go to his website.
There you go.
That's what's up.com.
Just get a little salt bay with it. Just trickle it out a little.
Hashtag the cut man. That's what's up.com.
Like, I'm all out of shirts. I got more for you.
It's markeythecutman.com.
Markeythecutman.com.
He's like, get it right. Get
That's
it
right. My bad.
I like it. No, that's self-brand awareness right there.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
You get so many people, they'll just be like, you get some people that you'll say it wrong, and then they'll just go behind your back and be like, oh, he couldn't even fucking get it right. No, he's just like, no, real friendly. Like, no.
No, it's this.
Say it right like this, because it's
Exactly.
just like, dude, it's self-branding. It's all it is, man.
It's real simple. It's catchy too.
It is. It's super catchy.
And I have so many people that come up to me, hey, that's what's up.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so,
I could see Jose walking out with that for one of his title fights.
yeah, I hope so. Shit.
Just no other logos on it, just that straight up on the front.
Well, I can see him getting ready to put it on, and then a certain somebody pull it off him and say, "No, we need to get paid for this."
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but
well,
anyways.
I know so many fighters, but I don't ever tell them walk out with my shirt.
No,
hey, this is for you. You work out with it. You do it. Like, let's say, like, I'm cool with all the guys from Leo Santa Cruz Gym because it's right by my house. That's another one. Just wherever. I mean, but see, I got so many friends in this community now that it's like my girl tells me, man, you gotta start signing.
Yeah,
things,
before you know it, everyone's gonna have one. You haven't sold any yet.
Yeah.
That's what you don't want to be in that position.
If
man.
everybody wants it, man,
yeah.
they got to go to the website. Let your girl handle that business part.
Yeah, well, no, she's taking
And
over.
see, one thing about when wives or girlfriends handle it, there's no freebies. It's okay.
Yeah,
They're
no,
waiting for
yeah,
a check.
yeah, that's
I
what
dropped
she-
the shirt. No. I'll take care of that.
Hey,
They're
when
collectors.
I work a corner, like it's straight up, she just tells me like, if they don't want to pay you, what you're asking for. Go on to the next.
Just say thank you very much.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know if you read my post, but like at the end of the day, I know what I'm worth. I know what I bring to the table. I don't have to say it, but I know, and so. And if you know about me and you'll be pretty confident about it.
Oh,
Only
yeah,
because
trust me about that.
I tell a lot of these cutmen, you get more than a cut man, which is I'm great at taking care of cuts. But you follow my social media.
Yeah, absolutely.
I shout these guys out. I blast them out. I support them.
Completely.
They're getting a supportive
so I mean,
member
you're
of their
getting
team.
a PR guy. You're getting all kinds of stuff. If you look at it in a business way, I think I'm good for the squad.
No, you are. You are. You handle your own and then some, and you're good for the sport.
Yeah, and then too, I'm good at what I do, so it's a win-win situation.
Well, my man, that's why I put legendary, my man.
That's what's
Legendary. That's what's up. Yeah.
See how easy it is, dude.
Exactly.
I love it, dude. It's just easy. It
Hey,
just
there's
rolls
meaning
out
behind.
there.
There's meaning behind that.
There's me. Hey, my cousin told me one time. He goes, that's cool because when you're talking to somebody, and you want them to shut up, you say that's what's up. It's a conversation.
You just go there. Yeah, exactly.
It's your way of saying short version, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Is this what I thought? Is this a black and red one?
Yeah.
Dude, okay. When I saw that, I was thinking, dude, black and red would look really good.
Yeah,
and I
it's
looked at it, I
popping.
saw the shiny, and I was like, yeah, it's
It
that
is
metal.
popping.
It's that shiny metal look to it.
That was a medium. What?
I'm a medium. I'll rock the shit out of that.
there.
There
Toss
you
that
go.
one to me.
Boom. Toss it, baby.
It's got
Boom.
that gold's got that Tony Montana look.
Yeah.
The gold on the black like that. It's got like that
See, I'm gonna
Montana
have to
look.
rock this underneath Hopefully he's looking. I got to rock this underneath the blazer I got my own back was supposed to make like 6
Yeah.
months ago.
Yeah,
I
Junior.
told him I want 2 of them, man. 2 of them.
Was he got a Tony Montana
black
shirt
on
on?
black. There we go. Oh, he was
See?
getting a little warm.
Yeah, dude, it was cold this morning.
Oh, it was cold. Crazy
And then all of
weather.
a sudden, somebody was just like, "Oh shit, my bad," and like they
Yeah.
forgot to turn the heat. I'm like, "Fuck, I'm sorry, I
And
forgot
you know
to
what,
turn it
Cole?
up."
There's always this guy at work, right? I'm at work, and everybody's like freaking hot, but he has to freaking turn the heater on even more. And I'm like, dude, just so for one.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
or
always that one.
he's the guy that's sitting next to the window, so
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
he's
exactly.
the only one who's really cold because it's the
Exactly.
Yeah,
windows
you
right
know,
there.
they said
Yeah.
it was supposed to rain over here this weekend.
No, it rained today.
It rained.
Yesterday, yeah.
The cloud came through around like 10:30, 11 in the morning, somewhere around there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, last night it came down to Madeira.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
then
shout out from Madtown.
Oh, then it came through you guys to us, and that's what we got then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you know, I would rather I like the cold more than the heat.
I love the cold.
Well, yeah, it's easier to warm up than it is to cool off.
Well, I get kind of grumpy in the summer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially carrying, a
fucking
couple
hot
extra,
shit.
now
It,
they need to eat tortillas, man. If you're Mexican in the summertime, man, yeah. If you're not picking, you're licking. I mean, but either way, man, that's just the way it is. I can say that, get away with it.
Oh my god.
Only on the Fighters Voice Kick-Ass podcast.
Oh my god.
man.
Okay.
My man.
But yeah, if you're carrying a little extra baggage, I can see how the summer
Yeah.
would be a little grumpy.
Yeah,
but
no,
that's
I'm
the best.
grumpy.
It's the best time of year to work out, man. That's the
Yeah, it
easiest
is.
time of year to
Oh,
shed
yeah, it
weight.
is.
Seriously, you sweat
is.
so much easier in the summertime. Best.
But
That's
I'm
prime workout
going to,
time.
man.
You know,
I
I've
am
been
going
in
to.
gyms. I've been in gyms over there where there's no ventilation, and the coaches will be, "Oh, that's fine because they got to drop weight and it's good for them." Hell no, I go walk outside.
Nah,
and,
you need to breathe, man.
Yeah, it gets
I
hot,
remember the late great Emmanuel Stewart. He'd crank the heater on, and it was down below in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
It was an old fire department.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and there's where they started the original Kronk Gym. So just
Yeah.
food for thought. But he would crank the heater on, man.
You know, it's funny because being around these boxers, you see what they do to lose weight. I just did a show in Sacramento, I think, up north, and this kid was overweight. He was like 5 pounds overweight. He was like, I was like,
Day
5
of?
pounds? Yeah, and I got a day of, and I was like, well, you know your body, so He goes in the restroom, gets the comforter, covers on, turns the thing on hot water, and just sits in the restroom, and he lost the weight.
Dude,
Yeah.
hey,
There's all
that's
kinds
what
of
he do it.
tricks.
I've done that.
Yeah,
That's what
there's
they do
a lot of tricks. I mean,
that steam, man.
Yeah, dude.
steam.
Did you got to get hot? What was it, in a hotel?
Yeah, in a
Yeah,
hotel.
dude.
Oh, that'll last forever.
Exactly.
It'll last
The
forever.
It gets so fucking hot, dude. We did that in Japan because we couldn't figure it out, dude. But yeah, hotel water never gets cold. Turn it on and just let the shower run, and you just sit in the room.
And he lost the weight.
Shadow
He
box.
lost the weight like nothing. And Sean Porter too. He was overweight on the last fight he did.
Yeah.
And he didn't make weight. So next thing you know, they cut his hair off. And he made weight.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, those were kind of
Yeah.
heavy dreads, man.
I mean, there's little tricks.
Seems like something you could whip around and club somebody with if you cut it
Who's
off.
that who walked in the studio?
Who did what?
It looked like Clubber Lane, man. I don't know who it was, man. Looked like somebody in there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had heard too. One guy he lost 10 pounds. He had to lose 10 pounds.
In a day of weigh-ins?
The day, I think it was the day when he got there. So yeah, it was the day of the weigh-in.
See,
Yeah.
dude, that's risky.
So yeah, so
like 5 pounds is like water weight. You just bleed that off. Real
So
easy.
what he did, what I heard he did is he went in the hotel room, but he's a vet, Chivata Flores. I don't know if you remember who he is.
That's old school, man.
He's
been around for
an
a while.
old school guy, and
Been around the block a little while.
My dad went to a fight in Texas with him. And
Yeah.
he was telling me, he goes, yeah, Chivata, he lost 10 pounds. He had to lose 10 pounds, and he lost it. So what he did was he went in the hotel room,
Yeah.
turned the heater on, cranked it up all the way. Nobody in there, just leave me alone, And he
I
lost
can
the-
imagine. I can imagine you don't even want to see another person at that moment.
No,
You don't-
man.
you don't wanna
wanna
see
walk in. You
shit.
don't want to walk into that stuff.
You don't, bro. That's a
What
weird
were some
place.
of the things you did that when you had to just shed some extra pounds?
I think the worst was I couldn't spit anymore.
Oh,
I couldn't form spit anymore. I think it was my first drop to 35s.
Yeah.
And was it Eric? It was Eric or Jasper. It was one of the two Tayaba brothers. It was
Yeah.
Eric or Jasper. I can't remember which. I want to say Jasper because I think he was there at the weigh-ins with us because he was the main coach for my fight camp or the main striking coach. And he slid over a bottle of like hot sauce at the Toch. We were at the Toch. He just slid over a bottle of hot sauce, and I was like, no, I'm not
made you
hungry.
sweat?
Yeah, no. And he said, put it in your mouth, and I was like, I don't want to drink anything. He goes, put in mouth, and I was like, all right, dude. And I put it in my mouth, and sure as shit, dude, it burned. It burned because all my taste buds were just they were absorbing anything that got dropped on them. But all of a sudden, my mouth started watering, and he was like, okay, now spit. And I sure as shit, I started spitting. I had to get, I was like half a pound. I was just sitting there hours, just draining my body of all the fluid I could. So I think that's probably the weirdest thing. Other than that, I had a water bottle melt in a sauna in Japan. That's how hot it got in there. It just started. The water bottle just started melting, collapsing in on itself.
Seeing your body was in there.
Yeah, and I was in a sweatsuit and everything, and there was naked Japanese dudes in there just looking at me all funny and shit. Guy had tattoos on me and stuff.
Yeah.
They don't like
it's
tattoos.
funny because
They don't, huh?
No, they associate you with gangs with tattoos.
it's funny because I seen so.
Wait, hold on. Is that a fact, KP?
Yeah.
Is that like tradition or what is it? You lose power.
It's a
or what is
cultural.
it?
Well, they associate you with Yakuza.
Oh, okay.
So
My bad.
you automatically look like you probably are a criminal to them. Like you could probably be, and plus you're
You
a foreigner.
probably are though, Cole. You know what I mean?
No, I know. Yeah.
That's why if I go to like Rosemead.
And plus, your water bottle just dissolved right in front of them. They think you got some kind of
collapsing.
powers or something.
They're just wondering why I was fucking in there, all covered in a sweatsuit and everything,
and not naked like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, basically, yeah. It was a bathhouse kind of
Egg
thing.
rolls hanging out and stuff. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, you can't have that stuff going on.
No,
man.
you know, in over there in LA, if you go to like Rosemead, Alhambra, where all the Asians are. Oh my God!
Is it crazy over there?
I'm talking like these guys look like gangbangers, like clean gangbangers, just all tatted up, all So I'm like Asian mafia, like I mean, I don't belong here, but that's where all the good little Chinese restaurants are at.
That's where all the best food is. That's why they're there. You got the triads. You got
I'll just think some of that food today. Chinese food can't go wrong, man.
But
But see,
the hot
wait,
sauce.
hold on. I'm going to break it right now. Did you ever notice KP's? I was posting dishes of food that he's made. Hey, bro, you got to bring it down to the show, my man, and test it over here.
No,
he
I
gets
honestly
down.
thought KP was gonna be like, you can't handle it.
No, KP, no, he can cook. He can cook. He can cook. So, do you cook at all, or who does the cooking? You don't mind me asking.
I
at
do.
home. Do you?
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite meal to cook, man?
Chorizo and eggs.
Oh, you can't go wrong there. Tortillas.
Yeah, I mean,
Because there's so many different ways you can make
'cause
it.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of stuff.
There's so many different ways.
I like to cook. I love to cook. I don't like to clean the mess though. So I
No, I know. I make a mess when I cook.
so I got to deal with my girl. I was like, if I cook, you clean.
Oh, there you
If
go.
you cook, I'll
I'll clean. Yeah,
so-
that's a fair fucking system.
Yeah.
That's a super fair system.
Heck yeah, and it's just like, because when I cook, I go into it, I put spices and I like to cook. So, if I get any ideas from the Food Network or whatever.
Oh, there you go. Play for them.
Dude, fuck the Food Network. No, my ex, when I was my ex always loved watching it because she loved to cook.
Yeah.
And she would make some really good food. But she would always be watching
healthy
the
food?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
okay.
healthy, because she would watch the show.
Yeah.
And go online to get healthy like foods, like how do I make him a salad dressing that's not high sodium? Because she wanted to help me cut weight, but feed me.
But still eat.
Exactly. But she'd make me watch like the fucking Food Network. And they'd be having like cupcake challenge wars and shit. And I'd be like, why are we
Man
watching
versus
this?
food.
Yeah,
And he actually got
dude.
sick, huh?
Oh yeah, he did. He got sick a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, some stuff he was putting down.
He overpushed it on a couple competitions, and I think
Challenged
one of the
himself
wing
too
challenges
much.
was
Oh,
one of
man,
them.
nah.
And his stomach lining got like
Yeah, because there was
singed or
one time when he
something.
didn't finish it, and he just said,
Yeah,
no, I'm
he
good.
said, nope, I'm done. I can't
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, he tapped out. But yeah, she'd make me watch that with her.
Speaking of tap out, do you only work corners for boxing, or do you work MMA events too?
No, I worked MMA events.
Talk to us about some of the MMA events that you've done.
Let's see, combates. I don't combates.
Okay, yeah, that was in
I've done
Fresno.
a few of those shows. I usually do the ones in LA. They're down
Okay.
there.
Where do you see the most cuts? Boxing or MMA?
I'll tell you the difference between a boxer will let you take care of it. Do my cut. An MMA fighter is just like, I'm cut. Leave it. That looks cool. And it's kind of like,
There you go.
No, dude, I'd be
There you
like,
go.
dude, glob that motherfucker up.
yeah,
dude. Let's go.
I had this fucking guy one time. I went to clean him up. He had a bloody, all kinds of blood all over his face. And I was like, the fight was over, so I was like, dude, let me clean you up because the judges see that shit, you know.
Yeah.
And so he kept turning and saying, no. So I was like, all
Fuck,
right.
dude, man, get this dude's blood off. He give me a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Because that makes me look bad.
No,
It
it
does.
does too,
It does.
and that'll look good with the judges.
Yeah, it doesn't look good with the
No,
judges.
hell no. That's not too smart.
Because you see cornermen all the time. They'll just get in there and they'll just take the towel and they'll just be like, fuck, whatever.
No, you'll see
and they'll
cornermen
just rub your
and
face.
say, "Put your hands up, goddammit!
Yeah.
Put your hands up!
Yeah.
We won that fight! Boom!
Yeah,
And
like get
on-
your hands up. Yeah,
celebrate
No,
like
I've seen
you
that
won.
too.
Yeah, it, like MMA, like I said, it's just a whole different. In the crowd in MMA crowd, it's a different crowd than boxing. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, like the boxing crowd, you get your typical hood kid with with the background all messed up, no childhood, walks into a gym and makes it.
Yeah.
That's your typical boxing guy. Okay, MMA guys, they're educated. A lot of them are educated, come from good families. It's like, the way I look at it is like, man, you guys are some crazy motherfuckers coming here, like,
You're not doing it from a sense of survival standpoint.
They're doing it just because they want to fight.
Yeah.
And boxers are more of a sense of survival. So that's the difference I see.
It's a good psychological approach to look to it. Like the mental build of a boxer and an MMA guy that, depending on where their relative backgrounds were.
Yeah.
It's not a bad approach. That almost sounds like a for those of you college kids listening, here's your fucking dissertation right there. That's actually not a bad approach. What makes a more mentally tough? Does boxers, MMA guys, or is it dictated purely on the environment versus nurturing or something? Like you grew up in a boxing gym.
I was about to ask him. He's been in both corners. He's been in dressing rooms. What's the mentality different? How's it different?
Well, the mentality in I recognized that this weekend. I did a spar star. I do the hand wrapping. Okay, it's an amateur MMA. But those guys are so into it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, they're just so
Coaches
into it.
included.
Coaches, cornermen, they're just, come on, guys, kick the, With boxing, I see so much. It's just a fire. But yeah, you got coaches and corner guy, but they don't care about it a lot. I see that so much. I mean, it kind of sucks because these fighters don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear that. But
Yeah.
you gotta have a good chemistry there. With your team. And it's like, I think the best chemistry I have is with Marcos, with Madman and all them. Like, we have a really good chemistry, so it works.
One thing I will say about Marcos is he still has years left in his boxing career, so I want to get that clear. But he has life after boxing because he's a student of the game.
Yeah.
I talked to him one time. I had him on the show one time early when we were at the
radio station?
other station. Yeah. And I remember I reached out to Pete Lopes and I said, hey, he has a future in broadcasting. Because he just knew how to put his words. He knew the footwork. He knew he does have a future.
You could close your eyes and just listen to him.
Absolutely. And
a
lot of fighters don't keep up with it, but he does. He's a student of the game.
I was talking to him. I go, there's so much you could do. Those burns, speak on that. You study it. See.
Absolutely. He can be the voice piece.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could do. That will inspire people.
Absolutely.
And I think with boxing is starting to change a little bit.
Because there's people to this day, they will not wear short sleeves. And Markey does, and he embraces it. This is who he am. And he would be an awesome spokesperson for that because he's been on national TV.
Yeah, and
I see the
Yes.
they don't really gawk at things like that. Yeah,
exactly.
No, I get that. That's a self-conscious thing.
Yeah, I tell them that all the time. You just take care of your family. To just plan for your future. That's what you got to.
Yeah.
Because everything that I'm doing in the sport now, I planted these seeds years ago already. Started making relationships with people and starting doing this, doing that, and now it's all coming together. So, you got to plant those seeds with the right people. You got to know who's
got some longevity in it.
Yeah, and then too in this game too, you never know what somebody could do for you.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
yeah, you never know what somebody could do for you. So it's kind of like, you don't want to burn too many. You don't want to burn bridges, period. And I've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
You know me. I take a lot of pictures with people.
Yeah.
With all my friends, I'm always taking pictures. I'm always taking selfies. Like I said, I've almost died, so I cherish the moment.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. This is me. I love life. I live it to the fullest, and that's just me. And I get so many people like in dressing rooms and stuff. I don't even know. They'll be like, "Hey, Markey, I really love what you post. I like it. It got me through the day. And it's just kind of like I want to put more stuff out there because boxing is like a real macho sport. It's real machismo. I'm so tough. I'm the baddest guy in this dressing room. At the end of the day, all you got is your house.
Yeah.
You got. You're putting a
that in being smart, and pride put a block on everything. I mean, pride can tear things down, and men are prideful. I get that. Now I'm prideful. There's stuff I deal with too. But for you, I think what you're doing, and you're doing that just on your own, and you're touching lives. And I brought that up because I see it constantly, over and over and they're different colors too, man.
Yeah.
One day you'll get her like some red ones, some white ones, some pink ones, just mixes it up.
Yeah.
Where it's not boring.
Yeah, consistency is key, but consistency with variety is never a bad thing either. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you just be consistent with what you do, and then like with what I do, it's experience. Sometimes, like I was saying, sometimes I'll get the opposite corner of the guy. Well, you're with the enemy, But like I said, that's experience for me,
But those are bridge burner kind of guys. It's like it's better to have a shitty bridge to a town than no bridge to that town at all. Because
you got to cross it.
Because when they come storming the town and you need to get out of that town, you're going to be glad that bridge is there.
Absolutely.
That's.
Oh hell yeah! I mean,
people who say that are going to be the ones saying, "Hey, go get that guy from the parking lot. I need him over here."
Oh, that's happened before. Where I'll be in the dressing room, walking down the hallway. Hey, our cut guy, we can't find him. We need you.
Yeah, and have existing
I
good
won't have
relationship.
no equipment with me or nothing. Hey, I don't have nothing with me. Just go get it real quick. Second round, third round. It's an 8-rounder or whatever.
Yeah.
Just come on, we need you. And
there you go.
So, those are smart. Well, usually I do. But I carry my stuff. I don't put it away till I'm out to leave. But now it's just kind of like, I see boxing. I see these. I'm at these fights just about every weekend. I'm at these fights, and it's kind of like I see the same people, same fighters, same ring girls, same everybody, same promoters, same a DJ. So it's kind of like I just want to do my job and get out. Nobody needs me here, and
you're all business, man.
Yeah.
You're all business, and I can see that. Talking about business, we got some business to address too, and I want your take on this. And I know Cole's his view on this, he may think it's a ploy, he may think it's not. And I want to bring up the whole Conor McGregor, I'm retired. Just all of a sudden, okay, I'm going to text this, I'm going to tweet this, I'm done, I'm retiring.
You saw that picture I shared,
yes,
right?
Yes, I did.
Those articles were both done on like the same fucking day.
Yeah, I mean.
I got a fight in, June or July, I'm retiring.
I didn't like the contract, I'm retiring.
I'm now that what they call it, a media embargo from Dublin or Ireland or whatever.
Yeah.
Now that got lifted, because I think that it's got something to do with they can't mention your name unless you've been convicted of something.
Yeah.
They've got to really, which I think is kind of cool. I read that in the article about that embargo and how it works. Like the way it works there is if you get accused of something, like your ass is on the seat. Like don't get it twisted. Your ass is on the seat. You're gonna go through the same fucking process, but they don't throw your name out there until you've been convicted.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like they don't a crime committed
until you're actually convicted of whatever it is you're being charged with.
And that's where he's at.
Then they drag your name through the mud. So
and that's in Dublin.
And I think it's Scotland or Ireland, and one of the two. It's like a law there. It's to protect you so that some dude doesn't come and shoot up your fucking house because someone accused you of something.
Exactly.
And then 3 months later, we find out it was fucking horseshit.
Exactly. When the media grabs it and twists it.
Exactly.
And
then your name gets dragged through the mud. Fucking you get your house shot up or something. So they probably had that happen a time or two, and they were like, "How do we fix this?" And they're like, "Let's do this." Until you're actually fucking convicted, nobody even knows your name. There's no point until you're convicted. Then you're convicted, then fucking you're free game to the wolves. Yeah. Because at that point, who gives a fuck? You're a POS anyway. But until then, so they had a media embargo. So I don't know if he's actually been charged or convicted of something, or if it's been dropped and the media embargo got lifted so they can use the name now.
I don't know if any of these tweets now can be taken serious. What did John Jones do today? Oh, I'm going to fight at heavyweight against. I was convinced. I even reached out to Jeff Sherwood, which I want him on the show anyways, and I said, "Hey, let's talk about it on the show Wednesday."
I wouldn't be shocked to see that.
I'd love to see it.
I'd like to. Well, here's the thing.
At heavyweight,
I want to see. The rankings have been so fucked for so long that I don't even care about rankings anymore. I don't want to see fights based on rankings anymore because it doesn't fucking matter. You just had a number 5 fight for the belt, and you skipped the number 3.
Yeah,
because
I
he
don't
puts you
get
on
that.
blast in
I don't
Vegas.
get
It's
that.
like
you know
well,
the politics of all that stuff, right, Mark?
right there. It's the politics. So fuck it. Super fights.
I see
Yeah.
so much. I mean, man, it's sad. You see these guys go put their lives on the line. You know, they put up a good ass fight and then they get robbed.
Yeah.
I see that so much. It's sad. It's sad, but I mean, hey, that's what you're signing up for.
Hey man,
You know.
there's times I'll get the winner and I'm thinking, okay, hold on, like, which number again?
Yeah,
Juan?
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You get, like, are you
I
guys
got,
sure?
I got to announce this
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
There's gonna be bottles thrown at me right
Yeah.
now. I mean, come on, bro. Are you serious?
Right? You just sent the messenger to get his throat slit. The fuck is wrong with you, dude? But no, it's just, I don't know. I think the retirement was a ploy. At first, I thought it was a ploy because I thought it was a power move because they shot down his request for more power in the UFC, more stock, control of the company, things like that. And they said, fuck
Well,
Oh,
they endorse his whiskey.
Well,
My man.
the whiskey's not doing too well. But anyway.
No,
that's
I heard it. I heard it's off
Did
the
it?
chain.
Is
Yes,
it?
yes. That's what I got.
I don't see no one drinking it.
I do.
You keep looking in the mirror, doesn't count, bro.
Looking in the mirror.
Richard's like this, like proper 12, like you know, like
Your
the
own
Chris
commercial.
Pratt commercial. When
Yeah,
he
it's
was,
your own commercial.
but no, it's just I think that it was originally a ploy, or it was well timed, like he knew his name was about to get dropped, but at the same time, even if he knew his name was going to get dropped, that doesn't seem like it would trigger a retirement because retiring is not going to make a difference.
No.
Your name's going to get dragged through the mud anyway. So again, I think the retirement statement was a ploy. I don't even think he made the tweet. The sentence structure is not Conor-esque at all. It doesn't even sound like
it
Conor.
was
It sounds
just
like a
too simple.
fucking lawyer wrote it.
It's too simple.
Exactly.
Man.
It was straight, point, cut, done.
Connor went out like that.
Of course not. He'd have had
No.
a video.
No.
Connor would have just tweeted 140 characters
Yeah.
of, oh, I'm fucking retiring, pina coladas. No,
He'd have it
had
on
a
his suit.
video, a suit. The fucking suit would have been on fire, and he would have been saying, look, I'm going back to hell. You fuckers can't handle me. Or just something. He would have gone out, because he's not going to
Yeah, he
burn
would've.
out. He would have fucking burned the fuck out. He wouldn't have just gone quietly.
It's funny that you're on the subject right now because in the morning when I wake up, I watch these motivational videos. Every morning, that's my routine. Okay, well, there was one on today about Conor McGregor, talking about, it showed old videos, you know, from a long time ago. He would say, tell the cameras, I'm the future. I'm going to be that man, you know. And he goes, when I lost,
Before he was that man.
yeah, and he
okay.
goes, and when he lost to Nate Diaz or Nick or what Nate Diaz,
yeah.
and he goes, people, you know, were laughing at me as I was walking back to the dressing room, and I came back and beat him. That made me stronger. He's all, and he goes, you know, now that you know I'm supposedly retired, you know, I don't care. He's, I'm a millionaire. I got millions and millions and millions of dollars. You know,
He ain't going to have those millions for too long.
You know, if he keeps acting up the way he's
Well,
acting.
given the Florida incident, remember I told you, the Florida incident had something to do, and now you've got because that thing happened in Florida. This thing stems back from an accusation from January.
He needs time to clear all that stuff up.
I don't think there is any sort of clearing.
Or he
that up.
baits it out there, and UFC says, no, don't retire. We'll take care of that for you. I mean, who's that actor today? I believe all felony charges were dropped, and I'm talking about the guy on oh gosh, it's one of my favorite shows, Empire.
Oh, that
yeah,
actor dude.
the guy
Yeah.
Oh, he's the one that
Jesse
reported.
Smollett.
He was the one that
Jesse
reported a
Smollett.
fault. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. He plays the singer.
Let me make
Yeah.
sure. Let me make sure real quick. So I got a couple of you guys here that can help me
Okay.
understand this. I want to make sure I'm on the same page of understanding. He was the one that reported
Yeah.
that he got beat up by
Yeah,
white
yeah.
guys, right? He said white guys, right? He
No, no.
Mexicanos at a
Okay,
taco
okay.
truck
So
or
he
something.
was so he reported getting jumped.
At first he said white people, right? That just came from a seminar. And then he said Mexicanos that just came from the Ramate. So get your story straight. Which is it?
So when it
Well,
looked like he wasn't going to be able to sell the first one, it was my memory was fuzzy. Maybe it was
Yeah.
these guys, and then it turned out he paid these dudes to jump him. Or
I don't
something?
know
Okay,
the
well,
exact
no, I'm gonna throw
facts.
this in there because in LA, it's all news. Every station, it's the news.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Okay, well, it was two black guys.
Nigerian brothers.
Yeah, some
Nigerian
brothers. Yeah,
brothers? Is that what it
Nigerian
was?
brothers. Yeah, and he paid them.
Did they have some gold from a prince too?
Yeah.
They were in a show and as an extra with him on Empire.
Yeah,
How they know. That's
Oh.
the connection.
How fucking dumb do you have to be?
and then this dude's career was already taking a dump, and so that's why he pulled his bleach. They poured
It was a
bleach on
PR
him.
stunt?
Yeah,
He wanted more money.
more money. Yeah.
So now, what did they charge him with? Okay, now the reality of it is, when they say
Okay.
they dropped charges, what did they even charge
If
him
he needs
with?
money, then that means he's probably not on Empire. He's probably the one that dies.
But here's the thing: is I see everybody losing their shit because of dropping. Well, what were the charges that were dropped? Though is my question. I've yet to see anybody.
9 felony charges of false report,
Okay.
just a false report. Some other bullshit.
So they
along
let
there.
him off by. They
I
didn't,
heard they were all dropped today.
Well, I heard charges would drop, but I never saw anything specific about what charges would
9
drop.
charges. I mean, I don't know the exact nature
And
of
they
them.
kept his bail money.
It's
That seemed like
California.
he surrendered
Don't
his
think of
bail money.
something.
I've never heard of that before.
I think
he's
the producer
surrendered
and his
bail money.
director picked up the charges. I'm not too sure exactly the way that works.
But I've never heard of anybody having charges dropped and they surrender their bail
Listen,
money.
OJ dropped his glove and got off, okay? I mean, I don't understand what's going on.
That guy
It's
had all kinds of
California.
evidence on him, like.
Yeah.
And the bottom line, you got money to get away with that stuff.
But
you
that's
know
the
what,
precedent it's
but
setting.
but you know
it's
what, though?
setting that precedence that if you have money,
But I didn't think he was
But-
all like that.
On the other hand, money can only take you so far. I mean, this is an
I mean, you
example.
can take it with you to hell.
Check this out. Okay, I don't know. A while back, okay, this 6ix9ine kid, this little rapper kid.
Yeah.
And I'm on social media a lot, so I
Oh, yeah,
see
the guy with all the colors
The
and
colors,
stuff.
yeah. This generation of kids is so screwed up because man, everybody's happy. That kid talks a lot of crap. Okay, I get it. Okay, but he's trying to buy his way out of jail now, and it's just not
He ain't
working
got
for him.
enough money.
It's just not working for him. You know.
well,
No, he's trying to buy every days of survival.
Yeah.
the problem
It
is the way he's going about it is limiting those days of survival because he's going snitch mode, and that's
Yeah.
dude, you're not
No.
extending your life pattern, you're shortening
No.
it because you're
No.
making enemies. But my thing on the Conor, when he asked for more stake in the UFC and said I'm worth it, and at this point they're kind of going, you're not though, and they're right, he's not. When he was going like this, I would have seen the argument for it, but now he's kind of going like this a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I could see their defense for going, you're not worth that anymore. Here's where I go down the rabbit hole, so to speak.
Let me hear.
He asked, they said, go fuck yourself. He stomped his feet and said, oh, okay, then I'll fucking retire. Fuck your divisions. I'm gonna fucking walk, right? Hey,
Yeah.
And they said, oh yeah, guess what? Oh, January's back.
Yeah.
Now what are you gonna do, Conor?
Yeah. Don't be surprised.
I think that's the position that he put himself in with them. I think he pissed off the wrong fucking people. Because you have to remember, dude, at the end of the fucking day, the people you are dealing with are fucking Las Vegas casino owners.
Yeah.
Multiple Las Vegas casino owners who help run, sold, bought, purchased a multi-billion-dollar product. They're not going to just go, oh, yeah, it's okay. Oh, you
The
retired?
Conor
No.
Habib fight happened when it wasn't supposed to happen because of legal matters, and it happened. So, yeah, do the math there.
There's a lot of shit.
There was money
especially
made
now
there,
that we
not
hear
just
it
by
goes,
the fighters.
It goes back to January. So now you get
Absolutely.
to go back and look and go, okay, what the fuck was going on in January
Okay.
that time with Conor?
Okay, Jones keeps getting popped over and over again, but he just fought again, and now he's champion again. And I
they
get
moved
it.
a
It's
whole
just
card.
the powers that be. Yes,
They moved a whole.
absolutely.
Think about that.
In one
a
week.
whole fucking
in
card.
1 week. In 1 week.
Yeah,
right? In
dude.
1 week.
In less than a week, in like 5
and
days.
people lost. I mean, their flights, their hotels. They
dude,
didn't get
yeah.
that shit back. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. How do you do that?
And Dana White even said, even before then, he's the only one in history that turned down a fight because when his original opponent back in the day said, I don't want to fight, that's when Chael stepped up and said, I'll fucking do this. Let's do this. Let's have a main event card. And he said no. So the whole card, first time in UFC history was freaking
And I remember
canceled.
that when that whole card got canceled, and everybody was down on Jones and stuff,
Yeah.
and I was like, why?
Yeah.
I go, put yourself in Jones' shoes. Let's backtrack to that position in life where your opponent that you just finished a training camp for is out. They're going to throw some guy that your camp was tailor fit for a different opponent.
Well, okay, let me throw something at you. And the person I'm bringing up, you're probably going to say he doesn't have a leg to stand on.
Uh-oh.
Dillashaw could have said, I don't want to fight Joe Soto.
Yeah, he could have.
He said, because leading up to that, I was sparring with him. He knows me better than anybody else. And that's the truth.
But that was
even though I
Dillashaw
think Joe Soto's style matches up great for that style.
But here's the thing. You're looking at two different scenarios. You're looking at different reasons for those scenarios. You've got Jones, who is taking from going from one opponent who is already dangerous to a very world-class level elite opponent who is really dangerous and always ready to go.
Yeah.
And Chael would jump at a chance to smother you,
Yeah.
keep your long legs down on the ground, and just pummel you for 3 rounds or 5 rounds, whatever. So if you haven't had a camp to prepare for that type of an opponent, it's not a smart move. The smart move is to go, nope, I'm good, and move on. But the Dillashaw thing,
was lack of respect.
I think it was, and Dillashaw, if he disagrees that he'll say he disagrees. But I think so. Unfortunately for Soto, yeah, Dillashaw took that fight based on looking at it and going, you're a last minute fucking almost undercard guy. Fuck yeah, I'll fucking take that last minute fight. And that's how Dillashaw saw it. He didn't see why Soto was even on the card. He didn't see how Soto got there. He didn't see how quick they fucking offered him the fight and how he fucking snatched it up in a heartbeat because he's so fucking
It was landing
hungry.
that damn right hand on him.
Exactly. So, and then at the end of the fight, after it went 4 fucking rounds.
4.
Yeah. So when it's over, it's all. No,
No,
it was in the
fifth.
fifth round. It was the fifth round.
Yeah, got caught with
almost
that
to the end
kick.
of the fifth round. Yeah. So to reflect on that, Dillashaw probably said, well, that was, I guarantee you, somebody backstage goes,
That ain't happening
that
again."
was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And his coach probably said, that was way too fucking close. That was dangerous. Like, because here's the thing. Same variable. You did not prepare for that fucking opponent.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, oh, I don't give a fuck. I'll fight anybody any day of the week. Sure you will, Street Fighter. Good for you, bro. But on our level of professional fighting,
Yeah.
when you're fighting at that level,
Yeah.
everyone's a fucking killer.
Absolutely.
So you have to prepare each fight.
And there's no friends because they all
Exactly.
want your driving seat. They all want to be where you're at.
So
they're patting you on the back and saying, "Motherfucker, fall down the steps so I can be there."
Exactly. So to have the same variable, you had two different business decisions.
Yeah.
Jones saying, no, that's not a smart
I'm
decision.
gonna tell you a quick story real
And
quick.
Dillashaw.
Real quick. There was this media. Wow. Back in the day when we started, it was me and Mark Davis. We did our interviews back in the day with cell phones, man. We had no microphones. We had nothing. I didn't know how to interview people. And, you know, I'd ask you a question. I'd be looking over here at the camera, and I didn't know. Because I studied George Foreman. I said, fuck it. I was studying HBO. I studied George Foreman, his body language anyways. Long story short, we're popping these videos with just a phone. This media guy, who's one of the best in the business, and leading up to that, people were stepping up saying, hey, Richard, try this program, or hey, try it this way. Or gentlemen say, just relax and breathe when you interview. So they're giving pointers. And I remember this other media person, I mean, they were just freaking here. I mean, their work was good. Their interviews were good. Their content was good. He freaking blasted me. He said, man, you don't even do this right, and people can't hear you. And I'm thinking, you're fighting with me? Supposedly I'm not supposed to be at your level, right? Motherfucker inboxed me and says, hey, I love the setup. What are you guys running? What program are you running, bro? Hey, bro, do you think we'll collab one day? And
Don't burn bridges, dude.
okay.
You clearly earned that one, bro. Whatever that had, you just clearly earned that one.
no, and he knows who he is, and that's
but
okay.
don't
but
burn bridges.
No, but he just freaking just demolished us, crushed us on social media, and I give props to this dude. The only one that had balls to say, he inboxed me in front of everybody and said, Richard, I want to be on your show. And he was the first one ever to call it a show, but it wasn't a show. It was just a media network. And it was Pete Lopes. So the very next day we went to Pete Lopes' house. No. I think we went to Markey's gym and we did the interview there.
Okay.
So as if to say, hey, I got his back. It doesn't matter what that guy says because everybody's using him.
Yeah.
And but you know how the gap just closes. That was just my whole thing. I'm not trying to say I'm all that or not because the studio's beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. But there's always room to grow. We're always building. We're always making the product better.
Of course, but he could have reached out and said, hey, try this program, or let me help you with this, or let me help you
There
with
would
that.
be an approach of, hey, I watched your show. Can I give you some feedback?
Yes,
there's,
exactly.
There's always a different approach because at that point you're going, I'm all ears.
Exactly.
Like, it's feedback.
Exactly.
It's constructive feedback.
Exactly.
Even if it's negative feedback, it's like, you seemed a little there was no flow. You seemed a little lost. You didn't know your material maybe, and then you're gonna go, okay, I see, and then you go back and watch it and go, I see what he means.
Exactly.
And
Ray Flores, you know Ray Flores?
The announcer.
Does the announcer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He gave me some feedback. He said, Richard, let me just tell you this. Can I tell you
He's
something?
a young guy too, huh?
He hits his syllables precise. I don't know how young he is,
you know-
but his syllables are just, he has that voice. He has a little bit of, everybody's different, but he just has that little voice. He hits the syllables precise. He said, Richard, can I give you some criticism? I said, absolutely. He said, don't call anybody champ unless they're a world champion.
Yeah, you know.
And I said, hey, champ, how's it going? Exactly. So I received it. I embraced it. I mean, he didn't have to tell me.
No, that's
he
a
could
good
have let me
point.
saying, hey, how's it going, champ? Hey, how's it going?
Without
So
ever
he
realizing
said,
what you were doing.
Richard, don't call anybody champ unless they're a world champion.
Yeah, you know, it's funny that you say that because me myself, I won't call nobody champ unless they are.
What's
world
up, Ray?
champion.
It can feel patronizing.
Yeah, because you earned that time. People call
Exactly.
me champ. Oh, thank you, champ.
Yeah.
I'm not no champ. What are you
Yeah.
calling me that for? But I mean, it I just don't. I don't do that.
My daughter calls me champ. Shit, I earned that.
Well,
that's-
yeah,
yeah,
that's
of
different.
course.
That's a
That's-
different relationship.
To her,
right?
you
Yeah,
are
absolutely.
champ.
Hell yeah.
To her, you're champ.
Undisputed, baby.
Exactly.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Undisputed.
You see
Yeah.
the feeling?
Yeah, the reign.
That's what's up.
Exactly.
Shoot, we got them here, undisputed. They're all belts on me, baby. That's what's up, man. But no, he did. He reached out and said that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray's a really nice
And
guy.
that's
He is.
constructive.
hey,
feedback.
Ray, hey, Put me on PBC, bro. Put me right next to you. Give me an opportunity, my man. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, me too, Ray. That's what's up.
Cole said, me too, Ray.
Right? We're all handing him out.
Yeah.
But for that Conor thing, I'm really curious to see what happens now. I think Conor's gonna disappear for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think in the next couple of weeks we don't hear from him.
You're recording this, right, Cole? Because last time he said it, that stuff was on hit.
Yeah, I know.
on
It was
Mark.
really fucking
So
close,
I
dude.
want to make sure. I want to hear what's going on.
I think he disappears for a little bit. I think we don't hear from Conor. I think he's got
Movies?
No. I mean, like, I think we just don't hear from Conor for a while. I think he's going to sort out his legal problem. I think he's going to have to sort out what he's going to do with his old lady. Because, again, remember what I said? If this goes back to a January thing, and then the whole Florida thing.
with the picture thing. The camera thing.
Exactly. Because
these are a curse.
Dude,
these will make you or break you. Oh, and also check out the cards. Check it out. Check it out.
These are not the problem.
Check it out. The fighter's voice stickers.
Right?
Boom, boom. See, like when
Not
you're
the
there and you
problem.
don't just grab your phone, you're at a club or you're at a restroom or wherever. Did I say restroom? Restaurant, wherever you're at. You grab your phone, you know, the fighter's voice stickers. Wow.
Yeah.
Scotty, we need some more, my man.
But I think the Florida thing is going to be connected a little bit. Or it's just going to show light that whatever. And then there was some chick that he's got a paternity suit too.
Man, dude.
Like the shitstorm's just pouring right now for Conor. So
Isn't he married?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think, like I said, we're not going to hear from Conor for a minute, and he's going to sort out because remember,
his old lady looks like somebody from Fresno.
What's not?
No, she does. And when I tell you, I'll tell you when we get done recording.
Is it the Kevin Federline effect? Is that what's?
No, she does. Blew me away.
But no, I think we're gonna have to sort through what is true and what's not, and we won't know until Conor sorts all that bullshit out. And then once he's sorted it all back, he'll come and goes, "Look, I fucking told you, I don't fucking cheat. I'm a fucking loyal man." All this shit, and it's all gonna sort out. Or it's not. And he's gonna go, "Look, everybody gets fucking weak. I was pushed too high, too fast. My head got too fucking big for me. The crown got heavy."
Fuck the Diaz brothers, right?
You know
That's
what I mean?
you're gonna say.
But
For no reason. For no reason. They don't have anything to do with it.
Just out of nowhere, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, and fuck this guy's fucked." For no reason, fuck Askren. He'll just start going down the list. But the thing is, though, he said June, July.
Yeah.
There was a fight coming. I'd be willing to bet it was the Cerrone fight. And then the retirement came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That was a power move, or a phone call was made, said, "Hey Conor, that shit's about to go fucking public, dude. You need to disappear out of the public eye now." Because I think he's gonna go back to Dublin because I think they're gonna fucking revoke his passport.
No, it'd be
Given the potential of the
They were
charges,
saying that to happen to Habib.
Given the potential of the charges, they might not want him leaving the country just yet. They might want to wait. They might want to sort it out first before he goes AWOL.
Nate Rand said, "Cole, cut the bullshit. When are you coming out of retirement so we can have this exhibition and give some money away to a nice proceed?"
Who said that, Nate?
Nate Rand. You know
That's
Nate?
yeah,
And Nate, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
Man, exhibition fights for fundraisers are always a fun idea.
Okay.
Nate
So that's not a no.
I didn't say anything.
Oh,
I did
Nate,
say, I
there
did
you
say,
go.
It did say it's almost movie time though. But
okay.
but yeah,
I
so
get that.
I think we just won't hear from Conor for a little while. It might be a couple weeks, maybe a month, but we're going to get some kind of an answer. But that tweet of him retiring, that was not Conor. That was not Conor writing that.
Now
The
you read
sentence
right through
structure's
that.
wrong.
No, exactly. That's not him.
It's not him. It was somebody just doing it because they needed to get ahead of it. We need to get out in front of this. We need to get as far fucking ahead of this.
Would have been
like
Jack-
Dillashaw. Dillashaw got out ahead of it. Dillashaw got the phone call.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you're going to go fucking public tomorrow. Dillashaw. Bop, brr, call my manager.
That's that.
We're relinquishing the belt.
That phone call that he didn't quite do it, but that's a phone call Jeff was trying to give a certain somebody.
Yeah.
And he didn't want it. He
That
didn't
same
want it.
advice he gave him was, hey, you need to get out ahead
Shit,
of this.
Jeff probably called him. Jeff Sherwood, what's up, my man?
Somebody
See you next
did.
Thursday. Next Wednesday.
Next
Damn,
Wednesday?
tripping. Yeah, Jeff.
Dude, we got to talk about topic. We got to talk about a couple topic points then.
Yes,
some
we
things
do.
we can
We
debate.
do.
But
We do.
yeah, it was the same thing, the Dillashaw thing, and that's why dude. Here's the thing. You gotta show me
That name's not foreign to you,
night
right? You know
of.
who Dillashaw is, right? UFC.
know
You
that.
follow all that stuff. Yeah, I just want to make sure, man.
I don't follow it, but I know the big guys, like, because they're at boxing events. All the
Yeah.
time. Tito Ortiz.
Oh, well, Dillashaw was sparring with
Dillashaw.
Lomachenko,
Yeah,
too.
Lomachenko,
Dude,
yeah.
he was getting lit the fuck up too. He was getting lit
I
the
think,
fuck up.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing for him, dude. Like he just every time TJ like tried to get a little funky, Lomachenko was like, "Pop, nope, stop, no,
Schooled
stop,
him.
yeah, just
Schooled him.
stop."
Well,
yeah.
a lot of those UFC guys go into boxing gyms to learn how to box.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah, they do. That's
so-
why I've always said transition.
Yeah,
the footwork
a lot
is
of
there.
them.
Their ability to pick up that footwork is so just natural.
Anything
it's
to
so
make them
natural.
better. Exactly.
Dude. All day
It's a
better.
no-brainer.
You know what? One thing is what I see a lot in boxing is MMA guys that switch over to boxing. You know, all those motherfuckers are tough. I mean, you can't knock those guys
I've been saying that shit for years.
Oh, hold on a second. Richard Ortiz, I sure did, and I'm still waiting for Cole to answer the damn question.
Who, Nate? Yeah, we gave the answer. I like exhibitions and stuff for charity.
There it is,
I'm
Nate.
open to that idea.
There it is, Nate. So get your ass ready. Your ass going to be locked in a cage.
But it can't, look, here's the deal. If anyone's going to approach
And I wanna
ideas
hear your
like
topic
that,
too, but I gotta hear
if
this.
anyone's going to approach ideas like that, here's how you approach it. You don't just do one fight. You build an entire event around a charitable organization that you can build on it for about a good month or so. You've got A and B fighters in case somebody falls out. You're going to have insurance for it. You're going to have a venue. Do you want to pay for the venue? Can you get it donated? Is it a tax write-off? Can they use a charitable write-off? All these things have to come together. So remember, if you're going to do stuff like that, don't just be like, we're going to have an exhibition match. It's like, no, just fucking go big. Just build a whole event around it. All the fights on the card are to raise funds for charities. That way you sell every fucking ticket you can.
Yeah.
And then you just do it somewhere where you can have a decent sized venue that won't cost you a lot, so you can maximize your ticket sales for the fundraiser. And it's just you have all the fighters on the card that maybe you take some of the proceeds in there to cover the day of insurance. You can't have guys fighting for fucking free.
No.
Just for a charity. It's a fun idea.
I know
but
just the charity too that it'll go
Call
to.
it
but I'm saying is,
call
but I'm
it
saying is you
amateur
have
show.
things like that. That's
Yeah,
how you
exactly.
do it. And it's
Exactly.
just you cover the insurance for the guys at the day of. You just cover the insurance, and the rest of it just goes to the fucking fundraiser. It's that simple.
There you go.
It's
There
just
go.
you have to do it on a bigger scale. You have to go bigger
He's
than what the
probably
idea
going to
is.
set some ground rules though, where you can't go taken to the ground, no kicks.
You can't
or
use
something.
your
He's probably
right
gonna
hand.
you can't use your right hand.
You have to be backwards.
You can't have facial hair.
Dude, don't come on, man.
Okay, but if you
know
do
what I've been trying on this guy?
if you do it, say Nate. First of all, motherfucker, you better smile during the press because
Well, it'd be like the Flash Superman bet.
No, isn't it?
Dude,
like
that's what I'm
Nate, though.
saying.
I
Be
like Nate.
If I win,
That's his.
You have to smile in every picture from that day forward. Because there was the Flash and the Superman thing. He's like, if I win, you have to do what something about Bruce called brunch. And he's like, what? Okay. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Ideas like that are fun
Oh,
because
man.
you have to make them fun.
He said we'll definitely have to plan this.
See, you
and he
plan a
said
whole
no,
event.
you're going to be the one smiling because I plan to win. I must break you.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, man.
That's all good. I like Nate.
It's going.
Nate's
I
your
like
dog, huh?
Who, Nate?
Dude,
Yeah.
that
Not my
guy
dog.
gets pictures.
I know.
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That guy gets pictures with so many fucking people. Like, it's like every day I see a picture, I'm like, wait, weren't you just somewhere else
He's a
yesterday?
really nice guy, though.
Like, does
Yeah.
he just fly around and take
He
these
does.
pictures?
Motherfucker gets on the train.
He's all over the place. No,
Bro,
I mean, he's
bro,
everywhere.
check this out. Okay, the day of Saturday, when I'm in Modesto, he took the train and he was kicking it with Macho to go running with him.
Mm-hmm.
Running with him on Friday. Took the train back to where he lives, I guess Bakersfield.
Mm-hmm.
Took the train back Saturday to go run with him. From there, took the train to Modesto, right, to watch the fight. And he missed the Cole in the main event, which was a barn burner. Took the train back and kicked it with Macho.
God damn,
I mean, he's
dude.
just everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
He's getting frequent flyer miles on this
I
stuff?
have no
Well,
idea. And then he's posting pictures of like tacos and stuff. And then another picture of a nice Mexico jersey that he bought. I mean, the guy's everywhere, man.
Yeah, no,
And he's
he's-
making big things happen.
We're going to have to give him like the moniker, like the man of many places or something.
Yeah, start painting wherever he's at.
Dude, yes.
Yeah, just boom. Nate.
No,
Nate.
for a while, I went through a phase where I was seeing Adrian Broner a lot. I seen him in New York, seen him in Texas. I seen him in LA. I was seeing because all the fights were like all PBC fights.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So I was seeing him everywhere. But you know the thing about him is I've met Adrian Broner probably about 10 times, and he still acts like he don't know me. And it's funny. It's funny because last time I seen him at a hotel in LA for the
Yeah.
Porter fight.
Yeah.
And then I go, what's up, man? And then he's like, man, like, sure, act like you don't know me. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. These guys don't pay my bills.
Yeah.
You know, Adrian don't write me a check every month to pay I got to pay my bills.
Exactly.
You know, so I could care less about what gold chains you're wearing, and because I'm okay too. So I mean, it's kind of like, you know, it's like
It's not impressive.
it's you know, the way he acts. Like I said, I've met this guy so many times, you know, and all over the country, and he still acts like he don't know, like I'm a fanboy or something, you know.
Yeah, some people
need that. Some
man.
people need that self ego boost to an extent.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean,
Hey, man, it's all good, though, man. I mean, shit. When he's bleeding, don't patch up his cut.
Oh no, yeah.
Cool. So what movie you watching tonight, man?
Us.
Us. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
my kids wanted to see Us
Right
really
on.
bad. And
Okay. Okay.
so I'm not I'm not looking forward to it. It seems
Oh,
like
that
a scary
one?
movie. Yeah.
Oh, that one. Oh, hell no, I don't want to see that.
Did you know that
dude,
Santa Cruz tourism
the freaking previews scare me, bro.
Yeah, dude, right?
I'm cool with that.
Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, their tourist commerce or their Department of Tourism, whatever, they actually projected a drop based on social media tags of the movie and this and that, and Santa Cruz associated with it. People are like, I'm not going to the boardwalk this summer. Fuck that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, they're sitting there going, no. Like when fucking Jaws came out, dude, word of mouth became, I'm not going to the fucking beach this summer. Fuck that. People were like, God damn, fucking Spielberg. So what are you going to do? But we're going to go see Us tonight, and I'll give you my review.
All right, there you go.
Are you going to watch the fight Saturday?
Which one?
Ryan Garcia. And
Oh, yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
I was supposed to work that fight, but I
really?
came over here. But I'm going to work Sunday in Hollywood.
Okay.
So in Fantasy Springs, it's not really that close to my house. And so the guy that asked me to work, I was like, the money's not right, so I came.
They're not all winners.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's got to be worth my while if I'm going to go way out.
This is true.
Hey, I feel
it's got to be. Well, I like to look at it. It has to be a profitable approach.
Yeah. I have to leave, come back home happy. Like.
I mean. Okay, I'll say this. Speaking of that, somebody just reached out to me and said, "Hey, what's your price for ring announcing?" Right. So I gave him the price. I'll let you know. Okay, that's basically nice of saying no.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I don't work for tacos and fideos anymore, bro. And I'm not about to do 18 amateur fights. No, bro.
And you just tell them, cool. You got the number.
No. Matter of fact, I'll give you Tyson's number, right, from Tachi, and I'll give you Joe Cooley's number. So when they charge them up the ass, yeah, exactly.
Well, what's funny is that's kind of how you should. We've talked about this before. When they say, "Okay, we'll be in touch," you be like, "Oh well, there's also blah 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 and blah blah blah." I wasn't sure if you're aware of those guys. Those are guys in the area too that you might be. You might have a better approach.
Well, give them Joe's number.
And then when they shoot them their numbers, they're gonna be like, "Oh,
Joe
fuck,
from
dude,
559.
Rich was." Okay, maybe Rich might not be a bad idea because we're getting a lot for that price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you don't have to knock your competition and go, oh, well, they're going to charge you a bunch. It's just like Mikey does this, so-and-so does this. Here's the numbers. They're guys in the area. Maybe you guys can work out something that's
like
mutually
let them get their compa to stop a freaking bloody cut.
exactly.
It's gonna be coming down like fideo sauce
that happens
and stuff.
sometimes. These guys bring their homeboys and their
somebody who can hold a fucking towel. Hold the towel, mijo. Just hold it,
mijo.
But I mean, guys that are serious. I mean, like I said, I don't mind B-side guys every now and then.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these guys got heart.
Well, those are the ones.
They go there to fight.
They're doing it for a passion.
And for me, I got my work cut out for me, with those guys, But it's like a lot of the B-sided fighters I've come across, they all have heart, man. They just got, they're in their locker room like after they lose,
Yeah.
Don't be down on yourself, bro.
No, man.
Yeah, because
it's part of it.
I mean, because you were a fighter before, so I mean, being around this so much is I've seen guys fall into coma, get brain damage,
Oh my God! In boxing, I imagine you've seen that a lot more.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, man, don't be hard on you. You're going home with a fat check,
Yeah, exactly.
And good health to your friend. Like
what's stinging a lot is their pride. Their pride. I want to get you your movie.
Yeah.
How do we follow you, man?
Instagram at only Markey, and at Facebook Markey Nieves.
Hey,
where can they get the shirt?
I don't do Snapchat or none of those.
Where can they get the shirt?
Oh, you don't do those shots?
Oh, yeah, the shirts.
You only do them at 2 o'clock.
Your wife will kill us if we don't let you market where you can get the shirts.
Okay. You're bringing home more flowers than that.
The shirt's markeythecutman.com.
There you go.
But the site's not up yet. It'll be up probably like next week.
It's in construction.
But if they want to start shooting maybe order sizes.
Because I'm getting so busy now. My phone's ringing off the hook like during the week. It just take them straight to the website, book me, and I'm there.
There you go.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, I have to know my worth. Like I have to, put it out there that hey,
so they can start shooting you sizes of shirts they want. They start, maybe shoot you to your website.
A lot of these guys that I work with, I give them shirts. If I'm really close with the team, then they're all laced up. Well, because I mean, for one of my friends,
Yeah,
and I'm really big on.
We gotta start selling. We gotta start selling this.
I know. Well, no, my girls like, yeah, stop giving them away now, because like you buy shirts all the time.
Man. Sounds like a smart woman. You got to keep her around. Hey guys, we had a great show. Next week we have Joseph Lenderos. I'm sure you know him, Joseph Lenderos, and we got Jeff Sherdog. Hey, I just want to address something real quick. I said something earlier, man, and I haven't said that word in years. And to my daughter, I apologize, Cassie. I should have said gosh dang it instead of the other word, okay? And I apologize, not just to my daughter, but to my Lord and Savior too, Jesus Christ.
He's gonna get a
so
text.
yes. Hey, as always, I dedicate this show to my son. It's always a great time here on the Fighters Voice Kick-Ass podcast because we're knocking out the competition. It's a wrap. Thumbs up for Richie.
That's what's up.
Okay, fight fans, it's not goodbye, but until next week.
Remember.
It's always voiceography at its finest. So on behalf of Richard Ortiz, Cole Escovedo, the special guests, and all the crew right here at the Kick-Ass Podcast, saying hasta luego, babies. And always, thanks for listening.